Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to build a website specifically for your merch store to support your YouTube brand, and it only takes a few simple steps to get you going and get you selling your merch online, and it starts right now. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the channel. And if this is your first time here, why don't you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and go ahead and tap on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest uploads, because we try to give you the very best that we can on a weekly basis so you don't miss a thing. So stay tuned as we dive right in. Alright, before we jump into step one, I just want to throw out a couple of assumptions here. Assumption number one is that you already have your designs ready to go, meaning exported in proper format from your graphic design software of choice. And assumption number two, which is optional but highly recommended, is that you already have a custom domain, or if not, you plan on purchasing it prior to the store launch. Alright, so now we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into step one. The very first step in building your online merch store is to choose an e-commerce provider. Now there's plenty to choose from, but in this video, and this is what we use for our very own site, we're going to go with Shopify, mainly because of the integration with the third-party app that is used to print the merch, but also because of the automation when it comes to fulfilling orders that come through. So this is a lot more hands-off than the other providers that are out there. Plus, when it comes to a price for a low monthly fee, you get the whole gamut. So let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Shopify.com and register for their 14-day free trial. Okay, and set your password and store name and click on Create Your Store. Alright, so when it gets to this screen, you can go ahead and click on Skip. Go ahead and fill out your pertinent information and click Enter My Store, which will bring you to the home page. Alright, so this dashboard view will take you through a few quick steps to get your store online and ready to go. With these three tabs, you could simply add a product, customize the theme, and go ahead and link up your purchase domain, or you can purchase a domain directly from Shopify itself here. So we will get to adding products a little bit later on in the video. Alright, so what we'll do next is show you how to work with themes in Shopify, whether it's customizing the existing or completely changing it and selecting from one of their free themes available. Alright, so go ahead and click on Customize Theme. And then on the left hand side under Sales Channel, let's click on the Online Store Preview button to take a look at our current theme right out of the box. And as you can see, there's quite a few elements here with the default theme. So let's go ahead and head back to Shopify and let's click the Explore Free Themes button to take a look at the different options we can select. And let's just pick one here that we can mess around with and click the Add to Library button, which brings us back to the home page. Now in order to make that selected theme active, we need to publish it. So let's click on Actions and then go ahead and click on Publish and then Publish one more time. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our new theme. Let's click on the Online Store Preview button and there you have it. As you can see, a totally different layout. So let's head on back. Alright, so the next part of the Shopify setup process is to upload your custom branding. Alright, so from the themes page, let's go ahead and click on the Customize button on the right hand side, and this will go ahead and take you to the theme editor. Now from the main theme editor display, you could go ahead and modify the page that you are working on, or choose to select a different page, such as your password page or cart. Now on the left hand side, you will see the different elements within the page that you select, and you could choose to modify and change those as needed. So our focus is to replace the My YouTube brand title in the upper left there with a custom logo branding of our own. Okay, so to do that, let's click on the header button there, and this will take us to the logo upload section. And let's click the select image button there, and I've already uploaded some custom branding for the sake of the tutorial here, so go ahead and select one. Alright, so click select, and let's go ahead and add an announcement bar at the top of the page just for customization. So let's go ahead and put that information there, change the color, and we could go ahead and click save. Alright, so now if we go back to our website preview, let's go ahead and click on the refresh button, and you get to see the changes that you have made from the branding at the top left along with the announcement bar at the very top. You can see how easy it is to customize the website right on the fly. Alright, so let's go back to the Shopify editor, and under theme settings, this is where you could change all the colors, the typography, along with the social icons such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go ahead and feel free to make those changes as needed. So another part to make your website look pretty legit is to make sure that you have a fave icon. Now a fave icon is the tiny little icon that you see at the top of your web browser, specifically on the tab of your website. So let's go ahead and upload our branding to make that consistent across the board. Alright, so let's click on the select image button there and pick the branding logo for your fave icon. And let's go ahead and click save and head back to your website preview and click refresh. And now the browser tab should reflect the new fave icon that you just uploaded. Alright, so one thing I wanted to point out with Shopify is you could actually test out your website's layout across a couple different views through the mobile device view or the desktop view. So it kind of gives you a preview of what it looks like across the board once you go live. Okay, so before we move on to step 2 of this process, let's go ahead and make one last basic customization to the website. And that is to change the main hero banner, which is the website's main display that you see on the homepage. Alright, so let's go ahead and make that change. Let's click on slideshow, then click on the slide drop down. So this is where we'll change the banner image here. Go ahead and click on the select image button. And Shopify has a bunch of preloaded preset photos to choose from. So let's go ahead and select one. I'm just going to go here and scroll down, and this looks very fitting. Apply that there. And then let's change the text so it doesn't say hero banner. Put a little text of our own here. So let's change the top there, and then we just want to make sure we click the save button so the changes are applied. Alright, so I think our store is looking pretty well branded, customized from that standpoint. So let's go ahead and take a preview of our website by going to our preview page. Just reload that, and voila, as you can see, our store is looking pretty legit. So I think we're ready to move on to step number 2 of building our website. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on back to our website's main admin panel or dashboard by clicking on the Shopify icon in the upper left. And this will take us back to this display here, which you're super familiar with. And let's move on to step 2. Alright, so the next step in building your online merch store quick and easy is to select a print provider. Now the overall goal is to run your merch store with zero inventory, minimal startup costs, and ease of use. Now for the sake of this video, we have chosen Printify, which is a direct-to-garment or DTG print provider that satisfies all of our goals. Now a DTG print provider essentially works as a middleman between you and the customer. When a customer places an order on your website, Printify will fulfill the order by printing each order on demand. Therefore, no on-hand inventory is required on your end. They will also ship on your behalf with your branding so that the customer will never ever see Printify on the packaging, which makes you look legit. Okay, so enough of the background and let's get to the exciting stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and get registered on Printify. Okay, now the referral link is in the description box below, and this will take you to the registration page. Okay, so go ahead and click on Start Selling. And let's fill out your information, email address, password, make sure you're not a robot, and click sign up. Okay, so when you're done with the registration part of Printify, let's go ahead and go back into Shopify, into your website admin panel. And the next step is we are going to install the Printify app. Alright, so on the left hand side, let's click on apps. And then let's click on visit the Shopify App Store button in the upper right hand corner. Now this will take us to the App Store homepage. Okay, go ahead and search for Printify. Should pop right up. Click on Printify, and if you just scroll right down, you will see some highlights about the app. Let's go ahead and click on the Add App button. This will take us back to your Shopify control panel. Alright, scroll down and let's go ahead and install the app. The Printify website will load within Shopify's panel, and let's log in with the registered email that you signed up with a few moments ago. Go ahead and sign in, and we're ready to go. Okay, so on this next page here, let's go ahead and just fill out that information there, content creator, and just select an option and hit next. Alright, so this will take you to Printify's main dashboard. Alright, so feel free to navigate and explore the different options here on the Printify's main page here. I highly recommend you go through your account settings and set up your payment options and payouts and all that good stuff beforehand, just so it's ready to go. I won't walk you through this, but pretty straightforward to set that up on your own. Okay, so let's go ahead and design our first product. Click on that button there, and this will take you to the Printify's main catalog, where it will have all the different categories you could choose from: men's clothing, women's, home and living, accessories, so on and so forth. There is a plethora of choices here. Okay, so let's start off by clicking on all products, and let's just look through the t-shirts here, and let's select one of these options here. As you can see, it shows what the price point is right off the bat. You could go with the lower price ones, or even just the bestseller, as those are recommended by other users. And let's go ahead and look at the different options. If you scroll down, you will see all the different providers that are available, along with the different color options as well, and the ratings for that specific provider. And obviously it'll show the price point, as well as the sizes that are available for that specific product. And as you can see, there's more than one provider, so it gives you a range of options, because each provider will have their own set of colors. So if you don't see your color available in one provider, you might see it in another. However, prices may vary slightly, so just make sure you choose the one that fits your needs. Okay, so the next step is we're going to upload one of our own designs. So let's click the Start Designing button for one of the provider. Alright, and this will load the design editor wizard, which will help us in designing our t-shirts or products. On the right hand side, it shows all the requirements and some different options that are available, and then the editor should pop up here, and you could switch with the different views between the front of the shirt and the back of the shirt. And if you click on the little sprocket here in the upper right hand corner, you should be able to you'll be able to see more options on the shirts. For example, the different colors you could choose from. So if you want a set of colors, just go ahead and make sure you tick the check boxes there accordingly, and this will pop them into your design. Okay, so one thing to note about the requirements is really around the sizing. As you can see here on the right hand side, it shows the requirements for this specific product shirt. Now each product will have its own set of requirements in terms of dimensions, so be sure to take note of that. For this one, we're going to go ahead and grab those numbers there, which is 4500 by 5100 in pixels, and then we'll go ahead and take that over to our graphic design editor of choice, whether it's Illustrator, Photoshop, or whatever you may be using. Alright, so the graphic design editor that I'll be using in this video is Gravit Designer. And if you're interested in using this, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description box below for your choice. So what I'll do is create a new page here, which is my workspace, and pop in those numbers that we grabbed from the Printify dimensions requirements, which is the 4500 by 5100 pixels. Okay, and let's go grab one of my previous designs from another page, copy it over into the newly created workspace. Alright, let's go ahead and name this page accordingly so it has a proper name. Now let's go ahead and resize the image to the size of your choice. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and export this as a PNG. The key with exporting as a PNG is we want to make sure that it has a transparent background. I'll go ahead and do that and click export. Alright, let's head on back to Shopify and let's add your design and select my device. And go ahead and select your newly exported design from your graphic design editor, and Printify should pop up your design as such. And go ahead and change the color of your shirt there, just so you could tweak it. Now on the right hand side is where you could actually adjust the sizing, the location, the scaling of it. So you could do it simply by dragging the handles on the actual design itself, or you could actually plug in the numbers there on the right hand side if you want to be really specific. And when you feel that you have a winning design, go ahead and click on the next button, and this will take you to the product details page. Here's where you set your default mockup, which will be your default picture or product image. So you could go ahead and select the one of your choice, and then go ahead and click next, which will take you to the product description part, where you'll give it a product title, give it a fancy name, very creative here, and then along with that a product description. And if you want to add a product sizing table, they have that option here. Then when you're ready to go, click next, and this will take you to the product variants tab, and this is where you can set your prices accordingly. Alright, and as you can see here, it'll show you the base price for each shirt of each size, along with the suggested retail price and the eventual profit margin on the far right there. So as you can see here, even with the suggested retail price of the $14 and some change, we see the opportunity of a $5 plus profit per shirt. But let's go ahead and up the retail price from the 14 and some change to a standard of a t-shirt about 20 bucks, and right there you get to see the profit jump up from $5 and some change per shirt to a little over $11. So let's go ahead and apply that price point across the board here. And it's also safe to note that with the bigger sizes, because it requires more material, the price point or the base cost is a little bit higher. And when you're all set with the prices, let's go ahead and click next. Okay, so the next step is to publish it to your Shopify store simply by ticking that checkbox there and selecting the home page there in the list of collections. Now you could create additional collections in Shopify, such as the men's department or women's department, and they will show up in the collections listing here. Alright, so when your collections are set, go ahead and click the publish button, and Printify will do its thing, and soon enough your store will have a published product ready to go. Okay, so let's verify that the product synced over. On the left hand side, let's click all products, and you should see your product show up in your listings there. Click on it there. This is where you'll be able to edit it if you need to do it further down the road. So feel free to go ahead and edit those options there as needed. Okay, so I think we're ready to take a look at our website preview just to see what our product looks like on our website. So let's go ahead and go onto our website preview tab and click refresh. Now if you scroll down, you will see under the home page, which was the collection that we selected in the Printify setup, our new t-shirt, our new product that was published there. Click on it and you'll expand the product details, and you will see all the different product options there, the color, the sizing, the options to pay for it, along with the add to cart feature, so on and so forth. So I think we're at a point where we are ready to go live, but before you do that, I highly suggest you go through the Shopify settings for your website and just fill out all the settings according to your needs, such as shipping information, how much you want to charge for shipping, taxes, and your payment setups and how you would get paid. And again, with Shopify, you have a 2-week, 14-day trial to test it out, meaning that you cannot publish your website and take payments and sell products until you purchase a plan. Now their plans start off at $29.99 a month or $30 a month for their base model, and I would definitely start with that. And just think about it this way: you sell a handful of shirts, 2 to 3 shirts, and it definitely pays for itself. So definitely worth the monthly fee in that sense, and that's all the startup costs that you need up front, which is really just the monthly service for Shopify, the $30 a month, along with the need for a custom domain, so that way your website looks legit. Okay, so that wraps up this video on how to build an online merch store quick and easy using Shopify and Printify to get you selling your merch fast and getting that money in your pocket. Again, I left the links in the description box below for Shopify, along with our Printify referral code, and a link to Gravit Designer in case you want to use that instead of Photoshop and or Illustrator. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you learned something today. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tap on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our newest videos. And as always, until next time, oink oink, peace!